Hey, what's good? Coach Collin here with Shot Mechanics Basketball, and today I'm going to teach you 3 moves that LeBron James uses that are technically illegal, but still get him buckets. A foul is only a foul if you get called for it. So today what I wanted to do is give you a few of these moves to help you score buckets just like LeBron. And if you stay tuned towards the end, I'm gonna give you free access to a full LeBron James inspired scoring workout, so watch to the end. Now, the very first move we have is the sneaky elbow, right? So one thing that you notice a lot of times as LeBron's driving to the hoop, as soon as he gets his hips by his defender and he's getting kind of his last step in, he's actually going to use a elbow on the same side of his step to hook the defender and hold them behind him, right? A lot of times players might beat a defender right out of the gate, their hips go by theirs, it's all good. But if the guy you beat's bigger, faster, stronger, or something like that, they're gonna be able to beat you back to the spot. But what you notice with LeBron is he throws this elbow back just a little bit as he's picking the ball up, kind of so it's almost in line with his side right here. And that elbow either stuns the defender for just a second or holds them behind him as he goes and gets a finish or drives towards the basket. Now, again, this is a little bit technically illegal, but if you do it right, you're not gonna get called for it most of the time. So, you know, if I'm driving to the basket and I'm getting ready to pin this defender behind me, if I throw an elbow out really hard like that, sure, they're gonna call you for a foul. But what you notice what LeBron James does a lot of times is as he's coming in and he's picking the ball up, he just sets it out and he doesn't throw it back like he's throwing an elbow, he just brings it up and sets it. And then that way he can pin somebody behind him going up for the finish, going up for the jump shot, whatever it is he's going to do, right? LeBron is a master at controlling that tempo, and that sneaky elbow he uses on both sides in a bunch of different situations to pin the defender behind him and get to the basket. Again, biggest key I can't stretch enough, don't throw the elbow. If you throw the elbow, they're gonna call for offensive foul every single time. So make sure that you're just pinning the defender behind you, getting that little contact right in the middle of their chest or on the side of their chest if they're sideways with you. And all you gotta do is get that contact, boom, get past them to the basket. All right, so the next one LeBron uses a ton is the stiff arm, right? So this is kind of a little bit of a football move, but there's a big key to it that he uses. So when LeBron drives, a lot of times what he'll do is if somebody's really trying to body him, because with LeBron, he's so strong, guys kind of have to try to body him. As he's driving, if they're bodying him right here on the hip or on the kind of the upper body, he puts a forearm into their chest, and then he picks up the ball with a one-handed cup pickup. So all he does is on his last dribble on his pickup, he pounds it, boom, and then cups it right up here kind of by his chest, by his pec. That way if somebody in the help side he hits the ball, it's not going anywhere, right? So as he comes in, he goes a one-handed pickup, and then he takes his forearm right here, and he just kind of makes a barricade. He doesn't really throw the forearm really far out. Again, that's where you get called for the offensive fouls if you're pushing somebody. But all he does is he gets this pickup, gets this little cage, and might give just a little bit of a nudge, right? A lot of times if you can keep this bar right here, you're gonna keep the defender off you, and then you're gonna be able to go by him and finish with that one hand extending out. Now that finish is a little bit tough going one hand, but what you can do sometimes is you can actually give the bar and then go cup and finish with 2 hands if you want to, right? So for a lot of younger players, it's really hard to one hand pick up cup and then finish. So instead, if you one hand pick up cup, bar, you can come get it with your offhand before going up for the finish or before throwing the pass, right? So you don't necessarily have to do all of it exactly like LeBron, but if you can at least keep that forearm bar, it's really gonna help you kind of hold that defender off, especially if they're bigger, stronger, and faster than you. This is a trick that a lot of small guards can use, especially when they're driving in towards the paint, and one that I highly recommend everybody get their reps on. All right, so the next one we have is the offhand guard. Now this is when you're getting ready to finish towards the basket and the defense is coming to block your shot. So you notice when LeBron drives towards the hoop, if he has somebody try to challenge or meet him at the rim, he ends up using his off arm or the one that he's not trying to finish with, and he's just gonna kind of slap the forearm of the defender just a little bit, right? So as he's driving in, he's getting ready to finish, he's coming up, boom, meeting somebody at the rim, defender's hand comes over, LeBron's just gonna give a little tap on the forearm to clear their arms out so he has a space to go through for the finish, right? Again, just like the other ones where you get in trouble with this is if you get like a big flying swing and try to slap somebody's arms out of the way, right? Again, you're gonna get called for an offensive foul on that one. But if all it is if you come up and you just give a little tap right here, just a little tap's enough to get those hands out of the way to have that path to finish with the basketball. Again, if you hit them really hard or you send them flying backwards, that's when you're gonna be in trouble. So make sure that you're not being overly aggressive with this move or any of these moves, but make sure that it's just a little bit, just subtle enough to get the hand out of the way and finish going towards the basket. All right, so the next one LeBron uses is the hatchet shot. Now he uses it if somebody's really trying to body him up, especially low on his hip. So if LeBron's getting ready and he drives and he's got a defender who's kind of riding with him and pushing really hard on his hip here trying to body him, LeBron's actually going to use a hatchet chop or a rip of his off arm to break that contact and then get the defender off balance and get by him. So what you'll notice a lot of times is as he's driving, all he's gonna do is he's gonna go from about his chin to his cheek, chin to cheek, just like this. And all he's gonna do is when they're really pushing on him, he's gonna break that hand off, and then he's gonna slide by him towards the basket. Again, the hatchet chop's great because number one, if somebody's getting really overly aggressive with you, you can kind of slap that hand off really quick, relieve that pressure, and a lot of times it kind of throws the defender off balance just for a second, so it's really hard for them to stay with you. So try the hatchet chop, but just like the other moves, when you're going chin to cheek, you don't want to get a big load up and swing through like that. You just want it to be nice and compact, just like that. A lot of times if you do this hatchet chop right, you can make it look just like you're running, right? This is just kind of a running motion right here. So if you do it right and you don't load it up big, as you come through, it just looks like you're running. The refs are never gonna call it, even though it's technically illegal. So give the hatchet chop a try, just make sure that's not over exaggerated and it just looks like you're running motion. All right, with the help of my friends over at East Bay, we decided to put together a body beast workout inspired by LeBron James because his body is one of the things that sets him apart. So all you gotta do is click the top link in the description down below to get 100% free access to get that body beast workout right now. And if you wanna pick up a pair of the LeBron 15 lows for yourself, all you gotta do is click the top link in the description down below for my guys over at East Bay. East Bay is the home of the exclusive colorway and free shipping, so if you're gonna pick up any pair of basketball shoes, I highly recommend that link down below. All right, again, I'm Coach Collin with Shop Mechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Splash on.